thought that you would be the one to hold my heart, but you came around and you knocked me off the ground from the start. You put your arms around me, and I believe that it's easier for you to let me go. You put your arms around me and I'm home. How many times will you let me change my mind and turn around? I can't decide if I'll let you save my life or if I'll drown. I hope that you see
I get to see you.
Yeah,
Feels a little
remember,
bit
you've never
more.
seen this before, right?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never seen a Polaroid in this
Never,
dress.
not ever. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to hold on to you because
I'll never let
I'm gonna be carrying like
you put your arms around me and I'm home. World is coming down on me and I can't find a reason to be loved. I never wanna leave you, but I can't make you bleed if I'm alone. You put your arms around me, and I believe that it's easier for you to let me go. I hope that you see right through my walls. I hope that you catch me, 'cause I'm already falling. I'll never let our love get so close. You put your arms around me and I'm I tried my best to never let you in, to see the truth, and I've never opened up. I've never truly loved till you put your arms around me, and I believe that it's easier for you to let me go.
still my heart and hold my tongue. I feel my time has come. Let me in, unlock the door. I never felt this way before. And the wheels just keep on turning. The drummer begins to drum. I don't know which way I'm going. I don't know which way I've come. Hold my hand inside your hands. I need someone who understands.
Please be seated. Welcome, friends and honored guests. We're here today to celebrate love. Love organizes our large and often unpredictable world. It's that which enshrines and ennobles our human experience. It's the basis for the peace of family and the peace of the peoples of the earth. The greatest gift bestowed upon humans is the gift of love, freely given between two people. When I consulted with Katie and Matthew to prepare for the ceremony for part of the celebration, I sent them a few questions so I could get to know them. And one of the questions was, what are your favorite things about each other? And I was very touched by their responses. Katie loves that Matthew pushes her out of her comfort zone to do things like riding a bike all around Hilton Head Island, even though she hasn't ridden one in many, many years, or standing up while driving a jet ski. She loves the face he makes when he laughs, because he looks like he's so full of childlike joy. She loves that he can be a big, huge goofball and doesn't take himself too seriously, like that time he agreed to dress like a unicorn on Halloween, or when he serenaded the dogs with songs. She loves that he's an incredibly thoughtful gift giver, especially the gemstone rock tree or the giant animatronic frost dragon. And he always writes her the most loving cards. And she loves that while sometimes stubborn, he has the capacity for growth and change, and he's definitely grown into the man she's marrying today. One of Matthew's favorite things about Katie is she gets excited about everything and shows pure joy for things she likes to do, and that causes her to show off her cheeky smile, which is his favorite feature. He loves seeing her happy. He loves that she's as dog crazy as he is. Katie is also both kind and sassy and doesn't let anyone run over her, but remains a very caring person. All this makes Katie the full package, he says, and he can't wait to marry her. In the days and years to come, Katie and Matthew, you'll find yourselves in a place of difficulty or conflict, and with Pretzel and Ducky as inspiration, I offer the following words to guide you through these tough times. When loved ones come home, always run to greet them. Run, romp, and play daily. Delight in the simple joy of a long walk together. Be loyal and love each other unconditionally. Will you, Matthew, keep Katie as your favorite person, to laugh with her, go on adventures with her, support her through life's tough moments, be proud of her, grow old with her, and find new reasons to love her every day?
I do.
Will you, Katie, keep Matthew as your favorite person, to laugh with him, go on adventures with him, support him through life's tough moments, be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day?
I do.
Will you, Matthew and Katie, be each other's partners from this day forward? Will you bring out the best in one another, share your happiest moments together, and love each other absolutely for the rest of this lifetime and whatever may come next?
We do.
Now, the sacred vows that you make to one another today present you with the opportunity to express your love in your own words. At this time, I invite you to publicly declare your vows. Matthew, may you go first.
Katie, it's crazy that we're here at this point in our lives when it feels like just yesterday you were Claire's little that I was trying to flirt with. From the first moment, I always knew that you were someone special. During that night, I followed my gut, and these past 5 years with you have been the best years of my life. You have broken down my walls and have brought out an inner side of myself that I buried so long ago. You have taught me how to be open up, how to communicate, and how to love. You have completely changed my life for the better. Katie, you are my best friend, my partner in crime, and my teammate. You are the most beautiful girl in the world, and I love you. I love your goofiness and how you can make me laugh even on my hardest days. I love how much you care about your friends and family. I love the sense of wonder you have on every journey we have together. I love how your cheeky smile lights up everyone's world around you. I love the way your brain works. I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you, my soulmate. I promise to love you every day, even on the days that you are hangry. I promise to always laugh at your terrible dad jokes. I promise to always be there for you when you are sad or trapped on the couch. I promise to always be adventurous with you and explore the world. I promise to continue being goofy and never taking ourselves too seriously. I promise to grow alongside you, but also never grow up. I promise to support your dreams and be by your side through thick and thin. And lastly, I promise that I will choose you every day, 1,000,000 times over, for the rest of my life.
Matthew, people sometimes ask when I knew you were the one. In truth, I could not reduce it down to a single moment. At every turn, you have shown me why we belong together. I liked the you I first met, the funny and outgoing you who was suspiciously athletic by my standards. But I love the you that I have gotten to know over the years even more. The one who isn't afraid to order a strawberry daiquiri or show his dorky side. When I am cautious, you are adventurous. When I cry, you give me pep talks with sport references. When I care too much about what other people think, you remind me to be true to myself. And that no matter what, you and the puppies will be there to offer me cuddles and unconditional love. In all of the ways we are different, I find myself completed by you. I'm indecisive. It takes me days to choose a set of pants, but I am 100% certain today that I will love you forever, and this choice will be the easiest one I ever have to make. I promise to give you forehead kisses, which to both of us are as precious as gold. I promise our house will always be full of dogs to lick our faces and lift our spirits. I promise to never stop making you laugh, especially when you're in a bad mood. I promise to be your co-adventurer on all of the journeys that we'll share. I promise that no matter how much time passes, I will never forget that I am lucky to be yours and that you are mine. I promise to trust you with my heart completely, to be honest with you, and to accept you in turn for the wonderful person that you are. And I love you, Matt Bunn.
May we have the rings, please? I'm going to take those. The wedding ring is a circle. It symbolizes the sun and the earth and the universe. It's a symbol of wholeness, perfection, and peace. As you enter the circle of your shared love, may you be blessed through your devotion to this union. May your journey as husband and wife be filled with peace, love, and joy. Matthew, as you place the ring on Katie's finger, repeat after me. You are the love of my life.
You are the love of my life.
And you're also my best friend.
You are also my best friend.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
I promise from this day forward.
I promise from this day forward, further.
You shall not walk alone.
Shall not walk alone.
Katie, as you place the ring on Matthew's finger, repeat after me. You are the love of my life.
You are the love of my life,
And you're also my best friend.
and you are also my best friend.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
With this ring, I give you my heart.
I promise from this day forward,
I promise from this day forward,
you shall not walk alone.
you shall not walk alone.
Katie and Matthew, as you start your journey together, I bestow upon you this blessing. Now you will feel no rain, for each of you will be a shelter to the other. Now you will feel no cold, for each of you will be warmth to the other. Now there will be no loneliness, for each of you will be a companion to the other. Now you are two persons, but there's only one life before you. Go now to your dwelling place to enter the days of your togetherness. May beauty surround you both in the journey ahead and through all the years. May happiness be your companion, and may your days together be good and long upon the earth. It is now my pleasure to pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss your bride. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who've come to witness this union, it's my pleasure to present the newly united couple, Katie and Matthew Breunig.
For you I've waited all these years. For you till kingdom come.
I've went and stayed too long. I'm wondering if the love's still strong. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Then that time I went and said goodbye. Now I'm back and not ashamed to cry. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours. Here I am, baby. Oh, you got me feeling shaking.
It's always been about me, myself, and I thought relationships were nothing but a say I do, I do, I do, 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 do. Yeah, I do, I do, I do, 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 do. 'Cause every time before it's been like maybe yes and maybe no. I can live without it, I can let it go. Ooh, what did I get myself into? You make me wanna say I do, I do, I do, I do, I do, I do. Tell me, is it only me? Do you feel the same? You know me well enough to know that I'm not playing games. I promise I won't turn around and I won't let you down. You can trust I've never felt it like I feel it now. Baby, there's nothing we can't get through. So can we say I do, I do, I do, 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 do. Oh baby, I do, I do, I do, 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 do. 'Cause every time before it's been like maybe yes and maybe no. I won't live without it, I won't let it go. What more can I get myself into? You make me wanna say meet my family, how's your family? Ooh, can we be a family? And when I'm 80 years old, I'm sitting next to you. And we'll remember when we said I do, I do, I do, 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 do. Oh baby, I do, I do, I do, 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 do. 'Cause every time before it's been like maybe yes and maybe no. No, I won't live without it, I won't let us go. Just look at what we got ourselves into. You make me wanna say I do, I do, I do, I do, I do, I do love you.
All right, first through the door, we have the trio of Alex Bush, Mr. Aquawall, and Max Kilgorn. All right, coming in next, we have Brooke Bryant and Eric Breunig. All right. Coming in next, we have Bethany Enstedt and Connor McCoyniak. Coming in next, we have Katie Myers and Rob Singler. All right, coming in next, James Clark and Max Breunig. All right. And now the big one, for the first time anywhere, Mr. and Mrs. Katie and Matthew Breunig.
Hello, everyone. So I am the brother of the groom. I'm Max. Just introduce myself. Let's give it up for Mr. and Mrs. Matthew and Katie Breunig again. this crazy, awesome thing that everyone has a different idea of what it is. Some people might say it's a concept, a feeling, a belief. Some say it's unconditional, never-ending. Some people say, just please leave me that last piece of pizza, for the love of God. But the main thing is you have to find someone who has a compatible perspective on love to make it work. So, what makes Matthew and Katie compatible? Well, from what I see, they wake up every day trying to be better people. They grow smarter and more talented each year while remaining humble, relatable, and approachable. The standards they set for each other, or for themselves, inspire each other to raise the bar. They truly make each other better people. And I can think of nothing that they cannot achieve together. When I look at Katie and Matt, I see two people that are truly in love, two people who do anything for each other or the people around them. So if you would, please raise a glass for the beautiful, awesome newlyweds. May your future be as strong as your love. I love you both. Cheers. I'm sorry, I messed it up. I know, I did it. It's my fault.
Is this working now? Great. I work in technology. Hi, everyone. For those that don't know me, I'm Jen, Katie's older sister. So she has had to put up with me for literally her whole life. We did not start out on the best foot. 6 years of being the only daughter, and suddenly I had to share my parents with this little potato. I admit that as children, when we pretended to be wolves, Katie was the prey. And when we played football in the pool, Katie was the beleaguered, waterlogged football. Our dog Dixie, being almost as possessive of our parents as I was, would growl at her, and the time, I confess, I consider this a feature and not a bug. What can I say for myself, except that when you're a kid, learning to share for the first time can be hard. We did a lot more sharing over the years, though. Sharing goofy flash animation videos that no one else would appreciate. Sharing a mission as we battled the forces of evil alongside Patrick in our favorite video game. Sharing recipes as we both learned to cook. And sharing a fitting room with the only other person who seems to understand that sometimes you really do have to try on the whole store to know what you want to buy. We went on to develop a shared love of music, cheering each other on at show choir competitions, musicals, and karaoke nights. And as software engineers, of course, we share a deep and abiding love for Agile. Or maybe that's a different feeling. That little potato grew up to be one of the people I admire most. Katie is so smart that UK paid her to go to college there. She is so adventurous, she went across the ocean for 2 semesters abroad and planned a spur-of-the-moment trip to Mexico when her cruise was canceled at the start of COVID. She is so devoted to fun and so unafraid to try new things that she rented a rototiller to flatten her backyard so she could put in a 13-foot inflatable pool. She is so hardworking, she stayed up till 3 a.m. trying to fix something for work the night before driving down to Louisville for her own bridal shower. She is so thoughtful and sweet that at her bachelorette party, she made all of us sit in a circle and compliment each other on how awesome we are. She is an amazing dog mom, goofy in the best way. So stylish sometimes I wonder if I am cool enough to be seen with her. And so great at holidays that I bet she could make Martha Stewart cry. She is my most trusted confidant and my most relentless cheerleader, and it is my deepest honor to be her sister. As a big sis, You have to be wary of new boyfriends in your little sister's life. Would this new guy be another schmuck whose face we had to cover with cutouts of Marcus Lee in vacation pictures? Obviously, you're dubious that anybody could possibly deserve her. But Matt has cultivated an excellent resume. He brought her soup when she was sick with tonsillitis shortly after they started dating. He passed the long distance test when she went to Ireland for a whole semester. And finally, my sister had found someone with teeth as nice as hers. After surviving his first game of Sink or Swim Family Clue, he became an enthusiastic participant in our family's competitive board game tradition, proving himself a formidable opponent at Scrabble and introducing us all to Settlers of Catan.
Yeah.
Allergies notwithstanding, Matt is a huge dog lover, joining Katie in singing silly dog songs, fearlessly embracing even the gross parts of pet ownership, and even charming his famously skittish canine niece. When he got Katie a custom cashmere with her favorite 10th Kingdom troll catchphrase on it, and dressed up as a unicorn with her for Halloween, I knew he was someone who could embrace her goofy side. When unasked, he spent time tying bows on succulent favors the day before my wedding, time he could have spent napping. I knew he was invested in this family. When he arranged an elaborate surprise proposal with her closest friends and family, I accepted that he might actually be thoughtful enough to deserve her. And when he surprised Katie with a giant animatronic frost dragon, I knew he could give Martha Stewart a run for her money too. Matt, I may at times curse your encyclopedic knowledge of two-letter words, but if I have to share my little sister with someone, I'm glad it's with you. To my lifelong friend, best friend, and the only man I would accept as her lifelong partner. Cheers.
Cheers. You'll all be sorry you called me up here. Don't worry, kid. Okay. How many people here have known Katie for at least 5 years? And how many people? Jen, you're the technology person, right?
That's right, yeah. He
taught me everything I know. How many people have known Matt for at least 5 years? I know Matt's mom said there are people that know him since he was 3 or 4 years old. Great. Okay. All right, so now a really weird question. How many people in here would consider themselves a scientist? Okay, great. Is there someone here that can tell me the value of Avogadro's number? Dan, your time to shine. What is it? All right. Okay. So I also consider myself a scientist. So there's a bunch of us in this room. And my brothers are all consider themselves to like science, or in the last 30 years, probably more than science, I've been more of a science fiction reader. So being a scientist probably is too strong a word at this point. But speaking of my brothers, I want to really thank them for coming again. This is the second wedding in my family, my 2 girls, in the last 2 months. And some of them come from very far distance away. My brother Paul, brother Chris, brother Greg are here. Brother Jim would have been here, but he had a unfortunate accident. He broke his leg in a mountain biking accident. So he's got a new titanium femur that he's resting at home with. So, but his son Bowen has come all the way from Phoenix to be with us.
I was having breakfast with my brothers yesterday, and I said, okay, who's got ideas for things I can talk about in the toast? And who's got some good anecdotes or some good pieces of advice? And I got some really good ideas, but they all turned out to be either too embarrassing or too politically incorrect. So I decided to go with my gut, and then again, I decided on the theme of science, which I know, who doesn't love science, right guys? I see a lot of enthusiasm there, but never fear, Katie told me I can't go on for more than 5 minutes, so all you need is 5 minutes of, I'll call it pseudoscience, so there's not really a whole lot of science here, but in any good science wedding toast, there are 4 primary things that you have to cover. One is very large numbers, which Dan helped us out with, Avogadro's number. Who knows what Avogadro's number is? Dan gave us a number. Can someone else? Paul. Oh, wow. Good, okay. And this is a mole that scurries around in the backyard, and we saw, the photographer saw some of them a little earlier. The second thing is it has to have large different distances, like between planets or between stars or something like that. Lots and lots of miles or meters or kilometers or whatever you want to say, space travel. The third thing it has to have is microbiology. And then the fourth thing it has to have is some kind of description of the multiverse. Is everybody enjoying this so far? Yeah. Okay, don't leave. They've locked the outer doors at this point. And it'll only be 5 minutes. 5 minutes from now, or maybe 5 minutes from now. At any rate, Katie said 5 minutes, so we're going to defer the discussion of the multiverse to the next wedding that I'm invited to, which will probably be a very long time after this. But I can see that this is going to be probably go down in history of our clan at least as that science toast. So whether it's good or bad, I think everybody's going to remember it for a long time. At least that's my goal. And I can see Katie still continuing to start to worry a little bit. So today we're gonna focus on the first 3. The world of big numbers, huge distances, or so everybody can understand, huge distances. And then the microbiology, the innumerable amount of life in the universe. And now, stop the clock because I got my sheets out of order here. Okay. All right, so big numbers. Katie has known about big numbers since she was a little girl, 5 or 6 years old. And I'm sure she'll remember this. We haven't talked about it lately, but we were having lunch at the mall one day, and as we often did, we would go to the pet store down the other side of the mall and see the cats and dogs. And so on that particular day, there was a little brown dachshund there. And so we were playing with the dachshund for a while. And then Katie comes up to me and she's holding the puppy. And the puppy and Katie are both using their puppy eyes at me and saying, Katie says, please Daddy, can we buy King Arthur? So she had already named him at that point. And, what's a dad to do, right? But in my case, fortunately, I had already been trained up on 2 previous kids, so I knew how to play this. So I take my wallet out, and I look in my wallet, and there's only $8 in my wallet. And the puppy was quite a bit more than $8. So I said, Katie, I don't have enough money for that. And so then Katie immediately drops the puppy eyes and says, Dad, don't put your wallet away yet. I'm pretty sure you can use the big numbers card to buy that puppy. And so we went home that day with King Arthur. And from that time on, inside our family, credit cards were known as big numbers cards. All right, so the next aspect of a great wedding toast is huge distances. So the other thing in our family, at each birthday, We talk about what people have done the previous year, and one of the things that I was particularly emphasizing to the kids was how many miles they had traveled that year. And you can measure miles in any number of ways, but the way we did it was each one of us on this big planet is traveling about 584 million miles in 1 year. So at this point, Katie and Matt, as 26 years old, is that right? Did I get that right? Have each traveled about 15 billion years to be here today. And most of that has been on separate paths. Only in the last 5, did you say? You guys know each other? 5 years have they crossed paths. So, for a long distance, like 15 billion years, that's a fairly short time to have been together. Microbiology. So each one of us has started out life as a single cell. And this is something that I've just really, I watch YouTube way too much. But if you get tired of your YouTube feeds that are gearing you towards things that at some point you say, not him again, or something like that, look up how a cell works. And what's amazing is it's just the most fantastic thing to see if you can just get into it a little bit and learn a little bit about the science of it. It's not, the cool thing about YouTube is you can watch these guys that do great animations instead of listening to your science teacher like me trying to tell you about it. And here I am, a YouTube commercial. But you start out as a single cell, each one of us, but over 18 years, each one of us goes from a single cell to about 30 trillion cells. So think about that. Inside of you right now is about 30 trillion cells, and somehow they're working together to try and achieve whatever your goals are. So then, circling back around, we've got the 3 components, is the big numbers that combine with the huge distances with the microbiology. And so we've got these 2 people here. Each one of them is a combination of 30 trillion cells. Each one of them has traveled over 15 billion miles, and then somehow this group of 30 trillion cells has decided that group of 30 billion cells, 30 trillion, are the group that they want to get together with and spend the rest of their lives with. So over the next 75 years, hopefully, they'll travel another, oops, I'll get the number out here. Someone's going to check, Dan's going to check me on this. I lost the page. Okay, so over the next 75 years, they'll each put on another 43 billion miles down the road, which is truly a miracle for all these cells to cooperate for that long to get the job done of living together and achieving their combined goals. So, finally, I'd like to propose a toast from my youngest daughter, Kathleen Adele, and her husband, Matthew, that they'll have a long journey together and create a few tens of trillions of new cells somewhere along the way. So to another 43 billion miles for Katie and Matt.
You're nobody till somebody loves you. You're nobody till somebody cares. You may be king, you may possess the world and its gold, but gold won't bring you happiness when you're growing old. The world still is the same, you never change it. As sure as the stars shine above. You're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love. The world still is the same, you never change it. As sure as the stars shine above. Well, you're nobody till somebody loves you. So find yourself somebody to love.
someone so unforgettable, thinks that I am unforgettable too.
That was Mom Mary, everybody. All right, Katie, your dad. It's time for the father-daughter dance.
To my love, flying round the town, and I saw my reflection, snow-covered hills, to the landslide rolling down. Oh, mirror in the sky, what is the meaning? Can a child in my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my
Katie and your dad, Patrick, everybody. All right, now it's time for a very special first dance.
I suck at sports, but I will play you songs if you let me. I'll fall asleep before the TV ever gets turned on. And I know you don't think that I'm perfect, but if you still think that I'm worth it, only one who makes me smile this way. And now we've promised to share all our joy and pain. Treasure the life that you and I have made. I had to find the one that always comes through. And now I know that one is you. And I know that I love you more than I ever thought I could. And everything that's perfect first starts out as something good. It took a little patience, 6 years and some change.